Last 1 minute, masters. Last 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Gently place your palms on your eyes. Slowly. Gently remove your hands, remove your palms on your eyes, and whenever you feel like coming out of the meditation posture, come back to normal state. Please come back whenever you're completely comfortable. So, hello friends, hello everyone. Hello everyone. Hope I'm audible and visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So, if you open your cameras, it will be good. We can have a great interaction. Yeah, ma'am. Hi, Chetna ma'am, Anila ma'am, Bhushan sir, Kanyan sir, and Bhavani. Yeah. So, last time I think last month we discussed about 7 torch bearers. Only 3 torch bearers we could able to cover. Now the remaining torch bearers we will cover. Okay. Anybody can tell about Kanyan sir or Chetna ma'am if you might have attended the previous session. Can you share like what it
Ma'am,
is, what a torch
yeah,
bearer?
yeah, torch bearers. See, they are acts like a guide, as I understand. They can be related to mineral kingdom, plant kingdom, animal kingdom, or we have done with only mineral and plant. Maybe we didn't cover, but any of the creation. This much I remember. Exact points I don't remember. These kingdoms I remember. Any one of them,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Anybody? Nice, ma'am. Very nicely you explained about torch bearer.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, whenever we are in, like, we create our own reality with our thoughts only. We create our own reality, right? So, suppose if we keep some kind of thought, we release the thought to universe or nature. Okay, suppose if we are deviating, we keep some goals or we keep some daily programming or purpose of life. Suppose when we are deviating from our purpose of life or whatever it is, whenever we are deviating from something, the nature will guide us through all these messengers that can belong to anything, that can be from animal kingdom or plant kingdom or the 5 kingdoms which we have: mineral, animal, tree, and human and godly kingdoms. Generally, now these 7 torchbearers are from some of the kingdoms, but of universe guides us through all the kingdoms basically. Okay, once we travel with nature and we completely surrender ourselves to the nature, nature will continuously guide us. That's the objective. That's how whenever the which god comes, like it can be the god can be from anywhere, it can be from any of the kingdoms, so it will guide us basically. So at that particular time we need to identify the particular qualities which that particular god has and which we are missing. When we inculcate those qualities within us, within our consciousness, again we will get aligned to our higher purpose or life purpose. That's how that's how these torchbearers guide us from the universal consciousness. Either we do get a third eye experience or a dream or object coincidence. Like how if we go and shout at the hilltop, the echo will come and reflect back, right? In the same way, our thought power, our already attained consciousness, already attained meditational power will continuously guide us um, through the nature or the universe. That's how the torch bearers works. So last time we discussed about eagle, sorry, ant and ant, lion, and lotus. Okay. Now this week we will discuss about remaining 4. Okay. Anybody can tell about ants' qualities, like what we have to learn from ant.
They call.
Unity.
They
Unity.
bring the.
Yes,
Sorry.
ma'am. Yeah.
Unity. We
Yes,
can learn
ma'am.
from
Anila, ma'am.
unity,
Unity. Yeah. Unity. Yes. What else, ma'am?
hard work,
Hard work. Hard work and unity. And
They like to be in their group. Actually, they
yeah.
always they are with their group. You can say group
Yes.
meditation. It's there with the group. All the work happens
Group
through the
work.
group.
Basically,
The
group
group.
work. Unity, like what ma'am said. Anila ma'am said it. Basically group work. Okay, they do hard work and group work also. That's what we have to learn from ants. And it procures like forecast, like mundu chupu we say in Telugu, like that foresighted nature. Um, uh, ants they keep their nests in winter basically, though, so that's why they uh, do so much of hard work in summer as well as uh, in summer basically, like when the environment is cooperative, then they work, right? They utilize the time period. Basically they utilize that particular time period, that particular season. Okay, they continuously work hard with their along with their groups. Yes. um, and even if we keep the hand in between the food which they tend to get, and uh, between the ant and the food which it is willing to choose or take, uh, but it tries many possible ways, right? It tries so many possible ways to reach that particular food. So that is another quality. Can everybody see the screen?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yeah. So the first and foremost, first of all, today is yoga day. I forgot. Everybody, a very happy yoga day to one and all. And yoga wishes from Spiritual Tablets Research Foundation. Yoga is the journey of the self to the self through the self. That's the message Sir has given today. So we thank uh, Divine Masters Brahmashi Patriji and Dr. GK Sir for giving this platform to share and grow, evolve ourselves. Yeah. And now, yeah, last time we discussed about the qualities of ant, na? And the first quality is hardworking nature. Okay, handling the given assigned work or performing the intended task without expecting anything in return. We should not expect anything in return and do that particular task. Then our soul will ascend tremendously. Like we tend to think while handling any situation or any job, we tend to think that why, like if suppose any obstacle comes, we stop at the time. We will not try to ascend. Okay, so to evolve our soul, uh, it's a very good practice. Without giving up, we need to try and try and try, like how ant tries till we reach that particular thing which it wants, which it has to procure. And one more great quality of ant is walking in the path in which everyone walks. So living in or implementing the righteous way of life found by righteous spiritual scientists. Like not everybody, some people argues why we have to walk in the same path the others found. But it's always better to take the indirect evidence first, and then follow the righteous path. Like how already the great spiritual scientists like Lord Krishna or Jesus or Muhammad Pravakta, they designed like they deliver their preachers. They became spiritual scientists only by studying the life and the many aspects of life, and they gave the essence of their life in the form of Bhagavad Gita, Holy Quran, or Bible. In the same way, we have to walk in the path in which everybody is walking. Like we need to follow their teachings basically. And uh, the other one is willingly trying without hesitation of trying. So when we come across any challenges in our life, we need to try our best in all the respective possible as much as possible. And remaining thing, we need to leave it to universe or God after trying all the possibilities. So whenever we are missing any of the qualities, then the and God will come and remind us, hey, you are missing these qualities, you need to inculcate these qualities. Okay, after seeing ants, we need to remember all these things. All three things should come in our mind. That hardworking nature, walking in the path in which everyone walks, and willingly trying without hesitation of trying, and um, mm, and continuously it works 24/7. So these and gods, whenever we see in daily life, uh, as an object coincidence or as a third experience or in dream, okay, then we need to inculcate. Definitely, we should get to our mind that we need to inculcate these qualities and uh, change our thinking pattern. Then we will again again get aligned to our the life purpose. Okay, like that. In the same way, lotus, like actually these qualities were discussed elaboratedly in previous session. If you want the elaborated version, you can watch the previous video which was already uploaded in the YouTube. Uh, just for the quick understanding, I'm going through the slides. And the lotus qualities, what are the lotus qualities? See, lotus grows in a pond which has the mud and so many impurities around it. And but its quality is to grow naturally beautiful in a straight fashion, okay, without getting affected by the surroundings. See how much ever dirt surrounded by the lotus in that particular pond, it takes only the righteous things, only the minerals and vitamins which it requires. Rest all it leaves. The lotus root is so much strong, and it has so much of filtering mechanism that it it only absorbs the required. It only absorbs the required minerals and vitamins. So, in the same way, in our life, we, wherever we go, we need to absorb only the knowledge or happiness. Like how the roots of any tree or lotus, it absorbs only minerals and vitamins. In the same way, we need to absorb, we need to undergo the situations. Like whenever we are undergoing any situation, we need to take fruits out of it, nothing else. Okay, either we have to take happiness or we have to take knowledge out of the situations, and we have to utilize the each and every situation in our life. Okay, see sometimes we feel like dying or some kind of any suicidal thoughts comes, not only us, for the people especially who are bedridden and who are like uh, who are serving the people who are bedridden, and they people tend to get thoughts like why we are living, what is the purpose of living, all these things. So uh, for handling those kind of patients or anyone, we should not say patient actually, they are in ignorance, we have to say like that. Once we inculcate the righteous wisdom seeds and the knowledge enhances to them, definitely they will acquire the right definitely their thinking will change, and automatically once the thinking changes, they will attract the situations however they are thinking. So once we take this picture and surround surround them with very beautiful ambience and keep these posters, okay, it acts like a treatment basically. So uh, definitely we can say those bedridden patients or
Praveen?
people, or the people who are suffering mentally emotionally, by seeing this and by seeing this, they will come out of that situation very quickly. Basically it acts as an affirmation, but you know definitely there will be even if we think that death is only option, but there is always a possibility spiritually. If we take it, there is always a possibility to grow in a straight fashion only by taking the righteous wisdom and knowledge from that particular situation. Okay. And how the lotus on the lotus leaf, the water droplet will be there. So how the droplet, it doesn't get attached too much and at the same time detached also, but it performs its duty perfectly with so much of detachment at the same time attachment. Like in Telugu we say Padma Patra Vibhavamsa, means maintaining the detachment as like a drop on the lotus leaf. So whenever we encounter these lotus ponds frequently, or whenever we see dreams about lotuses, or whenever we see third eye experience in a lotus in our third eye experience, what happens, like it indicates that it's a kind of enlightenment basically, but it indicates we need to check those qualities also, we need to inculcate those qualities definitely. So uh, so that's how like while performing any kind of task we need to maintain the detachment phase, so that what happens once we from the starting itself, if we maintain the detachment phase and perform a particular task, what happens, so um, definitely we will try our best, and definitely we will get the desired result. Okay, we should be able to maintain that kind of detachment phase, so that we should be able to leave that particular task, either we need to leave that particular task or result of that particular task. Okay, that kind of detachment we need to maintain in some cases basically. So whenever we perform a particular task with with that kind of detachment, definitely we will definitely carry learning only, we will not carry anything else. So that is very much important, masters, here. Okay, carrying learning with us is very much important. I hope you understood this, right? There is little yes.
Yes, yes.
Okay, the next one is lion. What are the qualities of the lion? Lion has a retrospective view. Okay, retrospective view means it clearly knows its start, middle, end points. See, some people we tend to forget. Once we come into the middle, sometimes we get momentary anger and all. Why we have started and what is the end and all. See, example if I take, we have started this oneness meditation Qatar wisdom sharing sessions, right? So why we have started to spread righteous wisdom and righteous meditation method and vegetarianism to all the people to reach in Qatar, not only in Qatar, whoever get connected to us, so that they'll get energy as well as the righteous wisdom. So in between, if something happens, between the team members, or if any something comes in between, we try to get some momentary anger or something like that. Example I'm saying, it you can apply this to anything. Okay, anything in your lifetime, it can be related to money or love kind of issues, and kids related matters also. Like if we try to start something in the mind saying that we have to acquire so much of money by establishing this or something like that, like in between something happens, we tend to feel that why we have started and all. Always the balance should be there in our mind. Like once it reaches a particular point of state, um, like once we reach some particular earning, that's enough for us. Like we need to balance all the levels, like physical, not only physical, mental, social, emotional, and spiritual. All the levels we need to balance. Not only the money point of view, like we tend to get anger. We could not be able to balance family. Once we reach a certain point in our career, we cannot leave the career as well as we cannot leave the family. Always we need to maintain that balance. So once we maintain that balance, what happens, will not get the momentary anger and all. And we always have that if we always have that start, middle, end of that particular task which we are performing, then automatically, all the things um, come into its place. Basically we will get aligned to our life purpose. If we are aligned to our life purpose, then only we will be happy, basically. So quickly, if we come, these are the lines quality. So if we are deviating, like if we are forgetting the start, middle, and end point, that means if we are forgetting about the retrospective view of the particular task or the programs which we are taking up, then this line god will come to teach us that you are deviating from your purpose and please align back. And not only that, the other thing it reminds us is we need to till half stomach. Okay, see the line. It's very less like what, though it is a non-vegetarian animal, we need to take good things basically. Though it is a non-vegetarian animal, but it eats half stomach. With a heart's half stomach, it has so much of capability. You cannot imagine the capability of lion, right? How it has so much of capability. Whenever though it is capable of eating, but it doesn't eat. Okay, it eats still half stomach. And it performs its duties, right? Here if we take it in spiritual way, that leads to ati sarvatra vajyat, means in each and everything we need to have that minimal thing to take. Like minimal thing to take in the sense, how much ever you require, that much you have to take and leave it. That's it. Okay, now this till lion we covered elaboratedly in the previous video. You can check the previous video. Now we will start with eagle. Okay, so eagle. Eagle, what are the different qualities of eagle? You know, like mm, see, eagle roams in the sky, right? Like eagle is um, it's a symbol in many countries' flags. Like in many countries, takes it as a prestigious symbol, and uh, many are fans to eagle basically because its qualities are like that. So much like uh, luxurious animal it is. Like it it experiences its utmost freedom basically in the sky. Yes, so we need to have that foresight for the for our future plan or life's goal or life purpose basically. Okay, uh, uh, it roams in the sky, right, while experiencing the present moment itself in our day-to-day basis. That means it easily with so much of freedom it flows in the sky, and whenever it wants anything, if it is on the land, it grabs in such a way that uh, like it like if you see the eagle while catches its prey with utmost silence, and no one knows from where it comes and how it takes away its prey, and how it completes its task so quickly and flies off, right? Everybody observed the eagle's characteristics, no, how it does actually. So here what exactly eagle does, while experiencing the present moment only, like how it roams in the sky so beautifully, so freely, and so happily it roams, right? So with so much of excitement. Like in the same way, we need to experience our day-to-day task by being in the present moment. We need to make a beautiful plan for procuring the requisites for the future or life goal, or for fulfilling our life purpose, you can say anything. And we need to strive for them with complete attention and with righteous planning. Okay, that's what the eagle does, that long sightedness basically. It maintains the long sightedness. So in the same way, we do get the opportunities in our real life, exactly like this only. Um, like similar in the similar way, like how the eagle does, we need to be in the same way with the opportunities which we get in our daily life. Like we know we create our opportunities, right, because we create our reality with our thoughts. So once the opportunity comes means we created that. So until unless we have a power to make it true, the opportunity is not given. Like we have unless and until we have the desire to making it true, we are not giving the opportunity. That's what the Richard Bach says. Okay, Richard Bach is a great spiritual scientist who authored Jonathan Livingston Seagull's and Illusions also. Those two are very two great books. You can go through those books to learn more about seagull qualities and hardworking nature. Basically, this hardworking nature, to know about the hardworking nature, we need to read these books, Jonathan Livingston Seagulls and Milarepa also. But here, in the context and view of eagle, I'm saying this basically. There it is seagull, but it's eagle here. But both are one and the same, the quality wise, if you take. So whenever the opportunity comes, if we think about so much about whether to opt for it or not, because either it can be because of unknown fear or confusion or unwanted ego, or something like that. Unwanted ego in the sense which is not required, but because of the fear, that kind of ego forms sometimes, we cannot say. Then definitely there will be someone who will take the opportunity and utilize it, right? So we need to grab the opportunity. um, we need to grab the opportunity and utilize for our soul's evolution, physical evolution as well as spiritual evolution also. We need to remember these qualities. No desire or opportunity can be given without the power of making it true. Okay. See, these we need to, this sentence we definitely need to remember, because out of our desires only thoughts will form. Our thoughts will create our own reality, and our thoughts will create the opportunities to us. And whenever the opportunity comes, if we are not taking out of our laziness or fear or confusion, um, definitely it will go away. Then uh, then in dreams and experiences, this eagle god will come and remind us to take that opportunity, utilize that opportunity. Okay. uh, so when we see eagles regularly, either it can be in newspapers or in TV, or if you go to any movie, uh, if you see the eagle, or in any discussion of your friends, if the eagle comes into the picture, or if you see in magazines or somewhere, that means nature is guiding us, that you are deviating, you inculcate these qualities, then definitely you will get aligned to your life purpose. Okay. One more thing, one more quality about the eagle is the doer never reveals. Okay. See uh, how it does, like uh, how calmly it does the tasks, right? uh, like how calmly it takes its prey and flies off. Even the third, even for the people who observes, uh, they do not even know, like eagle came and it took that prey away. We do not even know. Okay. Like if somebody is standing nearby, they do not even know sometimes. In the same way, the doer never reveals. Like that, in the same pattern we need to follow, like that kind of qualities we need to inculcate. Okay. And we need to be in a position, we need to attempt the task immediately without losing the opportunity, um, with our unwanted thoughts or confusion by stagnating at one place. Okay. So whenever the eagle totem arises in your daily life, these things you need to remember. Definitely you need to memorize these things, so that it will help you quickly in identifying your lacks. So once you inculcate these qualities again, you can come back to your uh, you can align with your higher self. Okay. And one more thing is, we always tend to get identify ourselves with the past version of us, and we identify ourselves with the achievements and the failures we have undergone, or we tend to identify ourselves with others point of view or others perception. But it is not, friends, like we are not that, we are not our past. Basically, we have to be always in present. Okay. Only we need to carry the righteous learnings and wisdom which we have acquired from the past situations. Always we need to carry the happy moments along with us. The rest all are the learnings and wisdom only. That point should get imbibed in your consciousness, should get absorbed in your consciousness. Okay. So then only we can easily create the conscious future. So while creating our future, we will be very conscious. Okay, if we take righteous learnings and wisdom, only we carry happy moments, then only we can create a conscious future, which is very good for our higher purpose. That means, which is our purpose basically. Our purpose will definitely serve the higher purpose. That kind of conscious creations we tend to do. So always that means we are always one decision away from a completely new life. That means forget, remember only the righteous learnings, wisdom from the past, and happy moments from the past. By doing this, then only we can create a conscious future. Okay, these are all learnings from the eagle god. We have to say eagle god because it teaches us many things. Okay, till now, anybody has any question? Anybody has any question? Can we move forward? Hope I can move forward. Okay, at last we will take questions.
Hello,
Yes.
ma'am. I just want to ask about a lion. So
Okay.
one is to eat not full stomach, and the other one is
Retrospective view.
yeah, retrospective.
Yeah.
Okay.
That means the start, middle, and end. Suppose if it goes to one place, it knows the starting point and ending point.
Okay.
Suppose if we are starting anything with some objective, we need to know the starting point as well as ending point. Like Patriji started this PSSM platform. He knows that he wants to spread meditation and vegetarianism, right? In the
Yeah.
same way, what is our objective? That we need to always remember. That should be imbibed in our consciousness. Then definitely we will not try to handle that momentary anger and all. Like even if it comes, we just stop by keeping by fixing that in ourselves. My example, it can be applied to anything in your life basically. Like I told you now, like kids, and suppose like we tend to conceive and deliver beautiful kids for our happiness basically. Suppose if the kid comes and do so much of nonsense or so much of if the kid tries to irritate us, we just try to we tend to get so much of anger. Like sometimes it is for some people it is in peaks, like why I have given birth or something like that. But it's not the case, right? To achieve the happiness, we need to correct. There will be definitely why he's doing like that, and all. We need to analyze ourselves as well as we need to correct our kids also, like how we do in spiritual tablets, how we apply the spiritual children concept, right? We know about this concept, but that's why we tend to apply it. Spiritual children means first we will check ourselves, and we try to correct, we try to reach our spiritual children. Automatically the physical child, uh, as the physical child is a replica of the spiritual children, automatically things will get settled. But because we have that awareness, right? Suppose for the people who doesn't have that kind of awareness, definitely this kind of things should happen. That's why if we tend to forget, automatically these gods will come and try to teach us. That's the beauty of these animal totems. Understand, ma'am?
Yeah.
Suppose if we are deviating, then we do get the dream guidance
Okay.
through these animals and through this nature and all.
Yeah. Okay.
That's how it helps us for the evolution, so that once the dream comes, or the third eye experience comes, or any coincidences if we see,
Yeah.
we'll stop at that time. That burst will not happen. We
Mm.
will make peace with ourselves as well as the surroundings first. Once we make peace with ourselves first,
Mm.
definitely we will help in peacemaking, not struggling like as a general being who doesn't practice meditation or vegetarianism, or
Oh,
who doesn't know the concepts of the spirituality, right?
okay. I
So that's
recently
what.
had a dream of lion. 2 times I got. So,
Oh,
so really, I was in a confusion state about one thing. So now I
oh,
got clarity. Thank you.
great, ma'am. Great. Thanks for sharing your experience, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So now the honeybee. If we take the honeybee, so what are the qualities of honeybee? As like how honeybee goes from one flower to another flower, we need to travel from one master to another master for the righteous wisdom and knowledge. Some people will stick on to one master only. So if they get these kind of experiences of honeybees, that means it's a time to take a shift from that master to another master, or that particular book to another book, like that. Suppose if you are addicted to only one master, uh, even though our learning got completed, and even if we are getting uh, um, stick to that particular master, then if, for example, I'm saying these honeybees will come into the picture and they'll try to remind us, now it's time for you to travel from one master to another master for the righteous wisdom and knowledge. Suppose if we are sticking to one, we need to change the way how we learn. Like for acquiring the knowledge, we need to change the ways uh, we learn. The goal can be same, but knowledge acquisition, by keeping the knowledge acquisition as a constant process, we need to start acquiring. Understand?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. And another quality of another most beautiful quality of honeybee is continuously it works so hard for filling up the honey in the honeycomb, right? Even if somebody comes and destroys the honeycomb, again it tries to procure the honey and fill that comb, right? Because it has a unlimited giving nature. That is nothing but unlimited giving nature. So whatever we give it to nature or humanity, we receive back. That should come in our mind basically. That the unlimited giving nature quality, right? It procures the honey and keeps it in the honeycomb. Even if something happens to that honeycomb, again it does the same thing, right? Which quality you can identify at that time? It's nothing but unlimited giving nature. It's we can say in Telugu as avadalu leni iche tattvam anamata. Adi. If we continuously start to share whatever we have, we receive whatever we deserve. Sharing, it can be anything. It can be physical, mental, emotional, social, and spiritual things. It can apply to any planes. Sharing our knowledge, okay? Sharing our knowledge is our righteousness towards the sangha or society. That is nothing but boundless giving attributed nature. Okay, that's what we have to learn from the uh, um, honeybee, basically. To conclude the honeybee, we need to move ourselves to the new knowledge, okay? A new master. Knowledge acquisition process should be constant. Okay, we need to keep the knowledge acquisition process only to be constant. That process only to be constant. But we need to expand ourselves as part of our own expansion. Okay, we need to move, keep on moving, and the unlimited giving nature. These these three things we need. These four things we need to remember whenever we come across honeybee wherever we go, or if we see this honeybee god in our dreams or meditational experiences, or in books. Suppose if any discussions, if we come across this honeybee and all, like there should be several multiple coincidences, then it's time, then it means that it's time to implement the qualities of honeybee. Understand? Now the next thing is a snake. What are the snake's qualities? Sometimes for each and every meditator, they undergo this snake phase. Okay. Uh, like for example, if we take there is a snake called Rakta Pinjara. Its name is Rakta Pinjara in Telugu. I don't know in English basically. Like how it enchants his food or another creature. If we say food in the sense, food in the sense, nothing but the it's prey basically. It unknowingly, without, I mean, the prey doesn't know, the another creature doesn't know that it is approaching, it's coming close. Okay, and it swallows it. The snake swallows the prey at one go. Okay, so once you have set a target in your life, you must cleverly reach the destination that you need to be reached with a great mastery, without being known to the third person. Understand?
Yes.
Okay, that's the quality of that particular snake. If that particular snake comes, we need to harvest, we need to inculcate that particular quality in our life. So this snake god will try to teach us that quality you inculcate. Okay, there can be some diseases related to it, gastric problems and all, related to food pipe and digestive system. Even if we, even if nature guides us um, through this wonderful experiences, if we cannot inculcate those particular problems, naturally it comes on the body. Naturally, it affects our digestive system and all. We tend to attract the gastric problems and all. So, at the time of dream guidance or object guidance itself, if we take utmost care while taking the decisions, it will not affect our physical body much. So that's why spiritual tablets has given the definition of spiritual intellect is the root and physical health is the fruit. So we need to inculcate these wisdom roots at the intellect level only. So it will not affect the physical body. Understand? And one more good quality of snake. It's not only for this Rakta Pinjara only. It's a general tendency of a snake basically. The snake has a quality of ejaculation of its old skin, and it builds up the new skin every month. Right? Every month it ejaculates the old skin and take up a new skin. That means we need to remove everything of the past basically, everything of the past, in the sense not only the physical thing it applies. I'm telling, it applies to physical body, mental body, emotional body, social and spiritual levels. We need to do that cleanup every month. For every month full moon, if we take a full moon as an objective, as a benchmark, if we say 2 days before full moon and 2 days after full moon are very much important, along with the full moon day. 2 days before and 2 days after are very much important. Like um, how 2 days, those 2 days before the full moon, we need to keep it for cleaning up basically. That means how the snake ejaculates the whole skin, and we need to keep the other 2 days, like after full moon days, it is for gaining the new skin, in the sense new idea, implementing new ideologies and all. Basically, in full moon days, we have tremendous amount of cosmic energy in the nature. So what happens, even if it is a negative energy or the positive energy, in full moon days it will get amplified. So the full moon days will definitely helpful for us to easily identify the energy leaks. Suppose if some negative energy we are sensing, we need to remove that. We need to remove that, in the sense we cannot remove it. Basically, suppose if we are emotionally suffering, or we are draining our energy because of that particular negative vibrations, or which are not harmonious vibrations, then we can which helps us to create, we can create a wall by being ourselves neutral, by being a state in neutral state. Once we rise our vibration to a certain extent, automatically, with by maintaining the neutrality, automatically the energy ball will protect us. Understand? The only thing is, we can be aware. We can be aware which is negative and which is positive. So this full moon day will help us to identify the uh, energy leaks. So once we identify the energy leaks, our consciousness or our awareness will help us uh, to reach a certain vibration, so that we can maintain an energy wall which is neutral, so that the so that uh, 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 which are not fall in our frequency, naturally will go away from us, which will not affect us. Okay, that is the one way of approaching or handling the negative things, you can say. And we even it can be anything. It can be from an object, or it can be from a relationship, or it can be a relationship which will not suffice. Like, there will, if there is no gain, give and take, if there is an energy loss, we can easily identify in full moon days. Basically, that's what I meant to say here. So for every month full moon, we need to have this monthly soul planning, a proper monthly soul planning. For the proper monthly soul planning of every full moon, and the importance of full moon, and how we have to utilize our Arishad Varga to make a new plan. This has been covered in the previous session by Swarna ma'am. You can go through it. You can go through the video which is there in the Oneness Meditation Katha's channel. uh, Quite elaboratedly, we discussed what kind of dreams and experiences comes, and how to how to identify ourselves, where exactly we are losing our energy, and how to maintain that energy, and how we have to create our new you, so that the new future will happen. All these have been uploaded in Oneness Meditation Katha's YouTube channel. Last week's wisdom sharing, you can go through it. Okay, so here, uh, from the snake we have to do this. Like, for the people who are suffering with skin problems and all, they need to change their presentation. They don't know exactly where exactly they are lacking. So this monthly soul planning is a great technique for them to come out of uh, their thing easily. Not only the people who are suffering with the skin problem, at the same time, for the people who are suffering with uterus issues also, this monthly soul planning they can do to come out of that particular problem. Okay. uh, and we tend to get some negative experiences also sometimes. If positive experience comes, it's well and good, but if the negative experience is something, we have to consider here as a god, so that we will not deviate much more from our life purpose. So here, snake bite or getting chased by a snake. Suppose if we see in our dreams saying that, snake may bite us, or we are getting chased or haunted by snake, then we need to inculcate this tendency that maybe an acute situation incident may occur. Like this used to happen in my family, or anything is about to happen, some serious discussion, or if any challenge about to occur, then I used to get snake, snake animal totem used to come in my dreams. Okay, so this comes, and it teaches us that some acute situation will come, you be ready. So what happens, once it comes and reminds us, we will be ready, we will not lose the energy. Anyways, we got a hint from the nature that some acute situation comes, so we will be ready for the situation. We just try to identify only the learnings out of it. We will not carry whole discussion, we'll just identify the particular learning and go, so that the process will be smoother. Okay, that's how we have to thank this snake god, basically. Suppose if we see five-headed serpent, that means that is nothing but it indicates that it's a positive experience, which indicates that it's a completeness with Vishuddha chakra. That means our speech power. We are very good with our speech, basically. That is Vishuddha chakra is nothing but the throat chakra. Okay, and if we see thousand-headed serpent, then it's nothing but a completeness with Sahasrara Chakra. That means we are completely with oneness with the universe. Actually, it indicates that we are in oneness with the universe. We are with crown chakra, means we attain that oneness, and we attain that ultimate bliss. That's why the Lord Narayana, Vishnu, always he sleeps on that Sahasrara Panpu, right? Adiseshtu. Okay, that means he attained oneness with everyone. That means that's why Lord Vishnu, if we take Puranas and all, uh, like in root chakra, every human being, the picture will be depicted in a way that all human beings in his body, irrespective of the caste, creed, and religion. Okay, that's how the Vishnu is represented. It means Narayana means uh, um, Lord Vishnu is Narayana, means నరులలో ఉన్న వాళ్ళందరూ నరులలో నరుల అందరినీ కలిపి నారాయణులు అంటారనమాట, నారాయణుడు అంటారనమాట. సో here I'm not getting the English words exactly, but the thing is that who absorbed everyone in his consciousness, basically. That's called that's nothing but achieving oneness. That is nothing but unity consciousness or oneness consciousness, us consciousness also. Once we are operating at that particular consciousness, we see this sometimes we see this Sahasrara uh, snake, basically. Okay, in beginning days, when we once we are with fear, the snake experiences comes in the first initial stages of meditation. Once we cross that fear factor in ourselves in meditation, automatically the snakes will not come. And only at the major turning point, suppose if any acute situation comes, or to represent the state of consciousness where we are operating, either Visuddha chakra or crown chakra, at these times only the snakes will come. And sometimes we get experience like the snake is crawling from the root chakra through spine to our head. Okay, that is nothing but the Kundalini experience. That means that Kundalini got activated and all. We have to take it that some energy we got, so spiritual power we got, and the Kundalini got activated. Suppose if we see different kind of uh, colored snakes, okay, we need to attribute these kind of we need to attribute according to the chakra, actually. Okay, the sudden and emergency events. Here we discussed earlier, right? Negative experiences like snake bite or getting chased or haunted indicates acute incident. In the same way, the depends on the colors. We need to attribute that particular snake to that particular emergency or the events. Okay, that particular acute learnings, chakra based acute learnings, basically. Okay, this is snake actually. So, in the same way, like how the snake changes its skin, like that, according to the society, we need to change our thinking pattern and our opinions depending upon the situations and the people we get attracted and all. We need to change ourselves. We need to mold ourselves according to the situations, according to the opportunities we do get. Okay. So if we are lacking in molding ourselves according to the situations which we are undergoing, then the snake god will come and tell us. Okay. Um, the snake god will come and tell us to mold yourself according to the situation. That is also one learning from the snake. And next one is anybody has doubts for snake animal totem? Hope everybody got it. It's already 5:30. Yes, I can proceed further, right? Yes, Chetana ma'am. Anything to say? Okay. Next one is banyan tree. Everybody knows, right, about banyan tree. It indicates it is for potential, actually, basically. See the if we see the seed of a banyan tree, the tree seed is very small. Suppose if we see normally the tree, the expansion, it has so much of expansion, no? Banyan tree, how it expands, like the tree roots expands. Sometimes if we see it, it reaches till 1 kilometer also. Like some trees, basically. If we can expand like that also. But if we see the seed of the uh, banyan tree, it's very less. It's very small. We can say it as a minute only, right? So similarly, we ourselves, in spite of being part of higher self, Purnatma, higher consciousness, we are all part of higher consciousness only, no? So when compared, even the size is being minute. Uh, like how we cannot accept the fact that from this small seed this much tree came, like that we get exclaimed, right? We can sometimes we cannot accept the fact also, but it is a fact that from small seed only this much big tree arose and expanded horizontally, like expanded uh, its existence. It expanded its existence, right? uh, in the same way, like in the same way, if we correlate this kind of comparison with ourselves, like we all came from our higher consciousness, we are all part of Purnatma, and always earth is a place where it provides so many opportunities. Definitely we will reach our higher self. Okay, if we utilize each and every opportunity very well, definitely we reach here. Reaching higher self is nothing but reaching the consciousness, basically. Okay, reaching the higher consciousness. Higher consciousness means, what is consciousness made up of? The knowledge, uh, the knowledge which we acquire. And we are all energy, wisdom, and consciousness beings, right? Energy, wisdom, and consciousness being means, um, if we meditate, we get energy. With that energy, we go to so many multiple things. We ourselves get exposed to so much of knowledge. Once the knowledge is absorbed in our consciousness, that is nothing but the wisdom which we acquired. So that the ECW triangle will expand until uh, until we reach that we reach our higher consciousness. That means we become another Purnatma. Till that time, the ascension process continues, right? So honestly, like if we honestly speaking, whomever we worship as gods on the earth are called spiritual scientists, like Jesus or Allah, or not only Jesus or Allah or Pravakta. There are many New Age spiritual scientists, right? Definitely, even our Dr. GKS or our Patri sir, if we take them as example, we definitely have a chance to reach their level at every birth. Birth is an opportunity to reach our higher consciousness. That means if we have to reach that particular consciousness, how many situations and how many learnings we have to take. For outside, like if we consider only the physical body or physical perspective, if we see, we think that we cannot reach that level. It's not possible. Where is God and where are we? Like that, these kind of thinking, we it's a normal routine thinking, like where is God? That means where is God here, in the sense higher consciousness, where is the God and where are we? From this situation, like we can always reach to the higher levels by developing these godly virtues. Here my point is, we need to develop those kind of godly virtues, godly qualities. Then definitely we can expand as like banyan tree. Once we have the potential inside, but we are hesitating to become another higher self, then this banyan tree will come and guide us. We If we get any doubt, like we stop because of our fear, because of our confusion, or because of something else, like somebody will come and tell us, um, can you do this work, is it possible for you? Basically, subconsciously, we only tend to attract that particular person who does who deviates us from our real purpose, because of our unwanted doubts, and because the self doubt, as well as self fear and all, we tend to attract those kind of people also. Even if we have a potential to reach that particular uh, higher consciousness, because of our fears and all, if we are stagnating at one place only, this banyan tree god will come and teach us. Like if we see many banyan trees wherever we go, like in our travel, we tend to see many trees, but the connection is important. We tend to attract only banyan tree by being its presence. Maybe we may feel good, or we try to get connected to that particular energy. Okay, we tend to see, coincidentally we may see, or we may get some meditation or third eye visions, or in astral travel we may visit that place where there are many banyan trees, or people tend to speak about these banyan trees, or wherever you as a coincidences means, we just hear to that particular conversation where the banyan tree is involved. That's what I meant to say. Hope everybody got it. Like though we have potential and when we doubt ourselves, this banyan tree god will come and teach us this is your potential, and you can expand, you can horizontally expand. See, suppose if we take you can compare this PSS movement or spiritual tablets with banyan tree. It has so much of wisdom. Now we are spreading, we are horizontally expanding, like that. In the same way, we also have the uh, uh, the capability of expanding horizontally. So once we doubt ourselves, and this torch bearer will come and work with us and teach us that you are not a small seed. You have so much. You are a, even if you think you are a seed, there is so much of potential within us, and it's time to expand for your horizontal. You can expand horizontally, like that. See, after attaining some good amount of knowledge, we need to involve in spreading. That means that is nothing but horizontal expansion. The same knowledge as part of spiritual science service. That is nothing but the inculcating the qualities of banyan tree. Understood, everybody? So we thank all these torch bearers, this tiny ant, lion, lotus, eagle, honeybee, and snake, banyan tree. We thank all these seven torch bearers, animal gods, we can say, to conclude this session. So much of gratitudes to we express so much of gratitudes to these gods, so that they can guide us definitely. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Anybody has any doubts till now?
Ma'am, I have a doubt. Hello,
Yes.
ma'am, you can hear me? You can hear me.
Yes.
Ma'am, you say third eye vision, right?
Yes.
How it is third eye vision, since I have no understanding about it? This is a vision only during the meditation, or it's like, even in the daytime, normal time, this visions come? What is that? Can you please explain a little bit about third eye vision, please?
It can be anything, ma'am. It is exactly at which level you are operating at. Okay, if you do more and more meditation and sleep, you may get dream, or you may do astral travel. You know this, right? All dreams are not astral travels, but all astral travels are dreams, right? So it depends on the level of consciousness you achieved in your meditation. Some people will get third eye experiences, some people will get these dreams, or some people, if we correct ourselves at coincidences itself, the dream will not come, the dream is not required. But if we cannot correct at that time, one second. If we correct at that particular time, then dream guidance will come. Understand?
Okay. Yeah. No,
basically the qualities, we need to check these qualities.
Yeah, no, my question is like third eye experiences means it's only with the meditation time. Suppose if I sit for 1 hour meditation, during that 1 hour meditation it comes, or third eye experience can come normal day to day time. Is it connect? This is what my doubt is. Third eye means how it is. Is it like intuition? Is it an intuition? Third eye is an
It's
intuition?
not intuition. You will get vision, ma'am. You will get vision, complete vision you will get.
During meditation, yeah?
Yeah, during meditation, you will see the banyan tree.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not the normal time out of meditation. No, it is in the meditation.
Yeah. Suppose if you keep any question and sit in meditation, your subconscious mind will throw the experiences. Then
Okay.
you can inculcate those qualities. Understand?
Yeah, fine. Yes, got it.
Sometimes like automatically because of our thinking only everything happens, no ma'am. Like if we have a low level of thoughts or fear or confusion, definitely definitely once you reach certain level of consciousness, your subconscious mind will start to guide us,
Okay, yeah.
because our thoughts changes, no. That's why universe will guide us basically. So the guidance here we are telling, if the banyan tree comes, we need to inculcate those qualities. Suppose if we see uh, um, goddess Saraswati, how we tell that it's time to move to arts. In the same way.
Okay, yeah, I understand, right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
If we see Ananda Brahma related experiences, it's time to move from Parvati to Saraswati, like that. In the same way, these are all torch bearers. In the same, like we categorize these seven are torch bearers. Sir categorized. Like yeah,
Got it. Okay, thank you, ma'am.
the qualities you need to remember, ma'am. Basically here.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Anyone else wants to speak? Share their experience. So can we wind up for the day then?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. This is available in YouTube. You can watch if you want more information. Like if you want to recollect. Okay.
Okay.
Okay.